Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am the Crypto Crow, and it is Friday, and I am very glad that it is. Check out the Murder of Crows, murderofcrows.io, for those of you that love and support the Crow, love the art, and just like to have some fun with some cool little NFTs on the Cardano blockchain. You guys know it's all about Cardano. So I'm just gonna, this isn't going to be a very long video. I'm going to get to the meat and the potatoes. I'm going to let everybody enjoy their weekend. Adam R, what's going on? First gay for Crow. Oh man, as I get older, I expect to see that die down, and it has since 2017. That used to be quite a big deal, and now I'm just gray, and I just lost all of my gay supporters, I guess. I don't know. So looking at Bitcoin's price, we broke out of the Wyckoff accumulation, and it's not a thing. I mean, we not only broke out, we closed on a daily above the $25,250 mark, and away we go. I don't know, because from here it's limbo land for me, because I'm not quite sure. I actually I picked up some Ethereum, picked up a Bitcoin, and that's about it. I've basically averaged in Cardano now for months, and it is what it is, folks. You can never really make 100% sense of anything in crypto, and there's a lot of sentiment out there as to like what's going to happen. I keep seeing this question: what happens if Cardano is ruled a security? Listen, it doesn't really matter much, because in the eyes of the SEC, they want everything to be a security regardless. It doesn't really matter if it actually is or isn't. It doesn't really matter if it passes the Howey test or not. If they have a problem with you, they're just going to file against you, and make you prove otherwise. I mean, that's what it all boils down to. I think, and on top of that, it's so decentralized that it'd be really, really difficult to challenge Cardano. Just the same with Ethereum. I mean, it's really difficult. Now, that's not to say that it can't be challenged, because I'll be honest with you, there is a lot to be said about CBDCs, exit ramps, on ramps, all that kind of stuff. So it's not to say that they can't make it very difficult for crypto people, but I think that the more they try to get real stringent on the cryptocurrency space, the more rebellious people will get. And quite frankly, I can see that actually pumping up the value of a lot of things, especially Bitcoin. We're seeing it now. Bitcoin's dominance is closing in on like 50% or something. And so, I have some Bitcoin. I've got a little Ethereum. I've got plenty of Cardano. I'm good at this point. But the thing of it is, for me now, it's not so much do I have enough crypto, but it's what happens when or if a lot more banks shut down. Because I'm not gonna lie and tell you I trust this government for shit. I don't think they really care about anybody. They're always protecting the people that are contributing to their campaigns, to their politics, to their whatever. Those are the people they care about. They don't care about us. All we are, quite literally, and listen, folks, I'm telling you right now, I don't give a damn what side of the fence you're on. You know this. You are a battery to fuel those that are actually driving the car. You do not mean anything more than a vote. You are a psychological study, an experiment, you're somebody to be studied, understood. They want to know our habits, what our interests are. They want to know how to trigger us in every conceivable way so that they can try to get the votes. And those don't even necessarily seem to mean much anymore either. So in the grand scheme of things, we're all just lemmings. I mean, we're being led around, and nothing really matters. I mean, let's just be real about it. They care about the big corporate entities, the big corporations that are able to buy and sell the politicians that are put into office. And everyone else, well, we just fund those corporations, which is why, to a big degree, the best vote you've got right now is with your dollar. You support the companies that support you and your interests, and that's it. And then to let the cards fall where they may, because ultimately, I believe that governments nowadays are dictated by the corporations within those countries. The people ultimately show their support for whatever politicians they want based off of the companies that they support. I mean, that's just the way I'm starting to see things pan out. I don't know what you call that, but that's the way it is. So, looking at liquidity, it's funny because the last time I looked at it, there's a lot of green all over the place. Now it's been tightening up. And so we're looking at a lot of liquidity sitting at around 25.5 at this point. So we're at 26.5. It's likely that we drop back down here to somewhere around 25.5. But again, this changes constantly. Liquidity in the market changes consistently based off of news and everything else. Another point I'm going to share with you guys, I am back in the profit trailer. Now, I'm not doing a big profit trailer video right now or anything, but just to know that it's probably coming. And it's been so long since I've used Profit Trailer, and it's not at all that I don't like Crow Trader. I still have Crow Trader. It's just they're very different animals. They're very different. And with Crow Trader, you have to pick a pair, and then you run your back test for that pair. You figure out what strategy is going to work best for that pair, and then you trade that pair. And then you can add as many pairs as you want, but it's a very manual process. And with Profit Trailer, I'm able to basically import settings, adjust my settings, and apply it to the entire exchange. I mean, if I'm trading in Bitcoin, then I'm looking for Bitcoin as a base pair of all of the different opportunities on the marketplace, and it's looking for entry opportunities and exit opportunities based off of the details of my thing. And if there's 1,000 pairs or 1,000 markets, it'll trade 1,000 markets unless I tell it otherwise. It applies the same strategy across the board to anything that's relevant to that strategy at the time. And I really like that. Like right here, you can see I have 19 possible buys. It's watching what these buys could be, and it's showing me what's happening with them. It hasn't bought anything yet, but it's keeping an eye on them. I can go deeper. I'm telling you guys, I really love my profit trailer. I miss my profit trailer, and I don't know if it's a nostalgia thing or what. Like, I'm sitting here running profit trailer while I'm playing Ultima Online while I'm reading news articles. Okay, so I mean, that's my afternoon, and I love it. And so I am going to be diving deeper. A good guy, Joe Crypto, on Discord. Thank you, Joe. He helped me get set up with some initial settings because my old settings from the old days of Profit Trailer don't work anymore. The bot has changed so much, and some of the parameters within my original settings were invalid. So I'm like, I'm not sure what's changed. I really, I'm going to have to learn all this, but hey, who's got some settings? And then Joey's like, hey man, you helped me out back in 2018. I'm happy to help you. Just promise not to blast these settings all over YouTube. And I'm like, okay, I won't. They're pretty deep settings, okay? Like, he's explaining some of this stuff to me. He's obviously been toiling away at Profit Trailer all these years because his settings are crazy, deep and complicated. So I wouldn't even attempt to try and explain all of this stuff to you guys anyway. But I am going to be fine-tuning them, making some public changes, and then I'll start sharing some settings when I start showing profit. Basically, my goal is, I'm probably going to trade maybe with one Bitcoin, and I'm going to trade with one Bitcoin, see how good I can do. And it doesn't really matter, right? Like the amount of capital that you start bot trading with, the only way that's relevant is based off of the limitations as to the number of pairs you can trade at any given time. And even then, that's not even the case. You could take like 0.1 Bitcoin and trade 20 pairs and make profit. It's just, you get what I'm saying. There's a lot more opportunity with the more capital you have to put into play. It's like, if you're a mob guy and you move into a new city and you want to throw some money on the street, well, the more money you got, the more business you can do. You got more people running book for you. No, I don't know what the hell I'm saying. But anyway, I am getting back into Profit Trailer. So know that's coming. Cardano to receive fundamental update. This is pretty good news. Cardano, a leading blockchain platform, has recently received a new update, node 1.35.6. This update brings enhanced decentralization to the network by adding peer-to-peer support, which enables nodes to connect without relying on a central server or development protocol. This is huge, people. This is a really big deal. This improvement strengthens the Cardano ecosystem and allows it to become more secure and robust. P2P support. Telling you, node 1.35.6 brings peer-to-peer support, making it easier for nodes to connect to each other. To enable this feature, users simply change the enable P2P setting to true and update the configuration file with the new connection layout. The old connection method remains available to those who prefer it. The update also includes several new tracers and configuration options for different components, such as outbound governor and inbound governor. The outbound governor is responsible for managing connections to root peers, known peers, established peers, and active peers, while the inbound governor maintains the responder side of all mini protocols. These governors help maintain and manage connections, making the network more efficient and secure. Furthermore, the connection manager component has been improved, which tracks the state of all TCP connections and enforces various timeouts. This ensures that the network remains stable and can handle numerous connections simultaneously. Ledgers, peers, or relays registered on chain are now chosen based on the square of the stake distribution, which enhances the overall security of the Cardano network. Additionally, the server component responsible for the accept loop has also been updated. That's pretty big news. I'm excited to see that. I've actually, so for those of you that don't know, this is the Hydra paper. It's a 61-page paper, and it's all about the Hydra Layer 2 protocol coming, and it's a big read. It's a big read, but I have it linked in the description below for those of you that want to read into it and better understand what might be coming with Hydra. Things change sometimes. That was, but I'm definitely waiting for Hydra because that's going to play a significant role in SoBlocks.com. So the Cardano ADA network has been seeing increased interest from institutional investors and whales on its network, with the volume of large transactions exceeding $100,000 recently rising significantly. So people that are investing and buying into Cardano right now, they are coming back, baby. All of the old school whales, all of the old people like me, I've been getting in earlier, but a lot of people are buying in now, and they're spending six figures plus on getting back into Cardano. So hopefully we'll start seeing the number of nodes go up, which, as a node operator isn't really great for me, the more competition, but it's not really about me. Obviously the more nodes we have, the more secure the network, the more decentralized it is. And honestly, when Hydra does launch, the higher the throughput we're going to get. So if every node is able to maintain like 1,000 transactions per second, you multiply that by the number of nodes. Listen, the more people we have in the space, the better it is for all of us. So I'm definitely about that. According to data shared by on-chain cryptocurrency analyst Ali Martinez, the volume of large ADA transactions has been steadily increasing, with a significant surge in the past few months. The surge shows growing engagement after a cryptocurrency market recovery and could shed light on their investment strategies. So this is a big deal. I mean, listen, Cardano is coming. Cardano is coming for so many. I just read this article. I'm not even sharing it because it was so stupid, but I read this article where it was comparing Solana to Cardano. And I'm like, just tap out, Solana, tap out. It's not happening. I'm sorry. I know that these VCs that still hold their Solana tokens after that significant drop in the FTX fallout and everything else, I know that they're going to try everything they can to buy articles and to try and buy sentiment. It's a poo-poo. It's not happening. Just keep trying. You're going to get some of the slow-mos out there who are going to believe it, and they're going to be like, yeah, this could be great. but it's time to probably pack that ship in. And if anything, maybe migrate some of that tech. Or if anything, you know what? Why don't you guys build a bridge to Cardano? Figure out how to work with Charles. You know, I mean, there's a lot of applications on Solana. Don't get me wrong. They pumped a lot of money into funding a lot of these applications to continue building use case. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think the price is already way overvalued as it is, even after the significant dump. I mean, it was pumped artificially. I mean, for those that don't know that, the value of Solana only got as high as it did because it was basically being pumped by Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX using all kinds of little shady tactics and things. And I don't know. I never liked Solana before any of that. Now that happened, and I'm like, of course it did, because that makes sense. Birds of a feather, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, I'm really happy about what's going on with Cardano. Stop trying to compare it to Solana. There's no comparison whatsoever. Let's be real about it. Cardano is a smart contract hub with high throughput, making it a desirable option for developers seeking a scalable and secure platform. The protocol faces competition from rivals, including Solana. No, it doesn't. Avalanche, which themselves compete with the leading smart contract network. I like how they're, see what I'm saying? They try to like take Cardano and then separate it, like push it out. Like it's the black sheep of the Ethereum competitors. And it's just like, man, narrative is everything nowadays. Let me just tell you. Despite the rise, data shows 80% of Cardano investors are in the red. 4% are at the money or breaking even on their investments, and 16% are in the money or sitting on unrealized gains. Yeah. I mean, that's probably very much true. So, you know, it is what it is. That's just kind of the nature of buying crypto in you know, the ebbs and flows of the market swing. So, let's see here. I mean, that's pretty much it today. I just wanted to kind of go over that. Let's look at this on an hourly. Yeah, this is man. I mean, I had a feeling this was going to happen, but I had a feeling it was going to happen after the Wyckoff pattern had concluded. So, Jason, do you check your DMs on Twitter? I sent you a question regarding Kopi and was wondering if you could help me with a question. I get so many questions on Twitter and I don't even see a lot of them because a lot of it's spammy bullshit. I can't tell you how many messages I get from marketing people wanting to know my price for collab. I get so many of those every day. And yeah, I mean, sometimes I see stuff too, but I see it at a bad time. I can't respond and then I forget. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you for, if you have time, name is different there. Initials are MT. I can take a look. While you are waiting for Hydra, H-bar is already Hydra 5.0. You know what? There's too many issues with H-bar I'm just not cool with. And I know, man, I get it. What are you drinking? Coffee. This is a protein supplement coffee mix that my wife makes me every morning now because she wants me to get big and strong. Yeah, no, seriously, it is though. It's actually not bad, but my wife is the supplement queen, man. Let me tell you, my wife knows everything about every supplement out there, and she knows her stuff because she looks like $1 million and she's almost 40. She looks like she's 25. She's more fit than any 25-year-old I know, and honestly, she's just little, like, really just like a ball of energy. And you know, she takes a lot of supplements and she swears by all of them. And so, yeah, she makes my coffee. No, it's not an Irish coffee, though my wife is Irish. So wouldn't put it past her. But no, it's not. It's just I like instant coffee. So, all right, I'm just going to let this go. It's 19 minutes already. I talk too much and I keep seeing stuff like, oh, your videos are so long, Crow. That's why you don't grow. I was almost at 140,000 subscribers and it's dropped down by like 50. I'm like, what the hell? I just can't do it. I don't know. One of these days, I'm just going to say to hell with it. No, I'm kidding. I'm always going to be here for those of you that care. But if you're new here, how about hitting that subscribe button and help me get over 140,000 subs for the first time? I definitely think I deserve it after everything I've done over the years. I really could use 200,000, but I won't get greedy. Listen, guys, enjoy your weekend, okay? Who knows what's going to happen? I think we're probably going to pull back somewhere a little bit. Maybe we come back down about $1,000 over the weekend. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna, yes, I've seen it. I've seen all the spam associated with it. I probably won't even talk about it on YouTube because, yes, I've heard of it, RC. But yeah, I don't care about it because I keep getting spammed with it all over the place, which tells me you guys are all either bots or it's some new cult that I just haven't learned about yet. So anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Have a safe weekend. I want to see you back here on Monday with bells on, ready to get back to work. Until then, grow your coins, and I'll see you soon.